Food Banks Canada says people are struggling and governments are failing to help them. The organization released a first-of-its-kind report card. Quebec performed the best, while Nova Scotia received an F. I'm here with Feed Nova Scotia's Abby Crosby. So first of all, when you see a mark of F for Nova Scotia, what do you make of that?
Absolutely not surprised. This report is one in a long line of many that has tried to raise the bells for government to sit up and pay attention. So this is absolutely not surprising at all. We've seen the number of food bank users increase over 25% compared to this time last year. This is not surprising.
Now, the report notes that about 68% of food bank clients are renters. What do you hear from people who come in about their struggles with paying for housing?
The unaffordable housing is one of the biggest drivers of food insecurity. We hear from folks who say either the rising cost of living or the cost of their rent or housing are the two main reasons why they're showing up at a food bank.
It also notes that nearly 1 in 10 food bank clients are seniors. Is that something you notice as well?
Yes, absolutely. Folks from all walks of life, including seniors, are showing up at a food bank, and the biggest driver there is inadequate income. People aren't food insecure because they don't have enough food, it's because they don't have enough money to go out and access the food they need.
Now, as of Sunday, the province will raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Do you think that will make any difference?
Not enough of a difference. The Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives recommended a $15 minimum wage in 2015. So here we are almost 10 years later. That's not going to move the needle for us.
And coming on to winter, do you guys normally see a ramp up of people coming in for food when they're also paying for heat?
Yeah, absolutely. Food insecurity is a 12-month-of-a-year crisis. Every season has its challenges. So yes, we're going into winter now. Folks' heating bills are going to ramp right up, and that's going to be another driver to the food banks.
Well, talk to me about what you see as some grassroots, maybe solutions to all of this. You know, you're on the front lines here.
We need to invest in affordable housing. If folks don't have a safe roof over their head, there's not a lot they can do there. We need adequate income. Our income assistance rates have not moved significantly in the last number of years. People are living embarrassingly below the poverty line. There's just not enough money to make ends meet. People are not able to provide basic needs for themselves and their families.
Well, can you talk about sort of the feeling of people coming into food banks? Or are you seeing perhaps some people that normally hadn't come before?
Absolutely. This year we're seeing more folks coming for the first time than ever before. There's a lot of fear. The food bank is really the last place people want to show up, and really only about 20% of Nova Scotians who are food insecure are showing up at a food bank. So we know that folks are suffering in silence and they're making heartbreaking choices. Parents who are going without food so their children don't have to. People skipping medications so they have a bit of extra money to buy food. A lot of heartbreaking choices that are frankly unacceptable.
All right, well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us about it.
Thank you.